There's one critique I have of my party, and I'm going to ask you what your critique is of yours. But one critique of mine is sometimes we came off too much scolding. That we come off as, I think of the kids I grew up with who watched Rocky movies and went to Phillies games. And I was like, I'm no better than them just because I have a fancy title as a congressman or in Silicon Valley. Like, they have a lot to teach me, not just now, but when I was terrible at Little League, and they used to say, watch the bunt, right? And I think about them all the time and how I'm still one of those kids who grew up in Bucks County, Pennsylvania. And I think our party sometimes comes off as can be preachy. Mm-hmm. You tell me, honest reflection, where do you think your party could do better?
Your party comes off as preachy, and I feel like my party doesn't preach enough. I feel like there's a huge messaging problem with the Republicans, and that we need to get a lot sharper with our ideas for saving America. Kids can't afford a home. Like, we need to actually talk about that. Like, kids can't buy homes. Well, what the hell is going to happen in 10 years? No. In 20 years? Kids don't have enough money to buy a home. What's the average price of a home in your district? No, was it $1 million for a starter home? Like, for something that is no bigger than the studio, is it $1 million? Young men and women must be able to afford homes, right? Like, you have to fix this. They shouldn't be burdened with trillions of dollars of debt in pointless wars for forever wars. There you go. And pharmaceutical costs are obscene, and so are healthcare costs. And so no kids can afford healthcare. That's like a joke. No one will ever own a home. And you're going to have like an entire nation of nihilistic renters. That's an awful future, right? In a dollar that's
insurance getting,
that's exactly right.
$71 billion of profits.
And no more small businesses in total corporatist control of everything.
That's awful. Who's been saying some of this stuff is Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Yeah. That's a terrible future.
But look, that was an honest answer.
See, that's a terrible future. And we need to talk about that. Like,
I agree with that.
Yeah. For like from a moral perspective, like it's an immoral thing to do to your children.
Not from a patriotic perspective.
Yes. It's an immoral thing to give them that as a future.
Isn't that the single biggest issue in this country, that 70% of Americans believe that the American dream no longer exists? Like,
that sucks. Yeah, that sucks.
And my parents, when they came here, right, put aside what people think partisan was, but John F. Kennedy was saying we were going to go to the moon. The country was on the march. Yeah. We were the place to be in the world. Yeah. And they never had a doubt that I or my brother would have a better life, that this was the greatest country in the world. I still believe that, but see, 70% of Americans lose that sense of chutzpah, that sense of building things, that we're the greatest nation, your kids are going to have a better life. That's what our political class should be talking about.